guess who slept in this morning? Would be me. I'm absolutely shattered. I was so tired yesterday and took the girls to Ravenscraig Activity Centre, which was all the way over at like, is it Greenock or Gourock? No, it's Greenock. It's Greenock, like over that kind of way, because basically I seen one of the girls that I know, she had put a video up of her wee girls at this like climbing wall. So I thought, great, I'm going to take the kids there. That looks so fun. And we did that, so it was quite a trek, I must admit. It was only £3 per kid, right? Excuse me while I make Blue's breakfast, by the way. How can she eat this first thing in the morning? It's volatile. So I took them there. Jack came with me, co-pilot, co-parent, and he was like, oh, it's really good, and they did it. But it was £3. They only get about half an hour up there. That's the only thing, because obviously they have to do like the safety checks. Everybody has to get their harnesses on. But it was actually, the guys had a great time. They had such a good time. And as I said, it was only £3 for them to go to it. Don't get me wrong, it was a bit of a drive for how much they can do. There was a soft play there as well that they could have went into, but I went up for it. It was too small. I mean, I know they love the idea of soft play, but they're too old for it now. Like, they're too old for like that kind of soft play, so we never did that. I am absolutely desperate for a coffee. Oh. Right. Coffee. Knackered, shattered. Anyway, today we are planning on, Willis has got a birthday party and Jack's been asking to go to this like reptile aquatic centre and stuff because he wants to redo his enclosure for Princess Peach. So he wants to go and have a look at that. And he's now saying to us, I think that I'm going to have loads of mantises. Like, I would like to get another one, like blah blah, because there's so many different. We actually both really like the spiny one, and it's really like multicoloured and bright and very cool looking. But she molted the, was it that? No. Must have been like 3 nights ago now. That she molted, and I mean, we're all still so amazed by her. Me, the girls and Jack were in his room the other night and we were just like, you're doing great, sweetie, keep going, as she molts. So yeah, she's a very fun addition to have to the family. But we're going to go there today. He wants to get like some moss, he wants an orchid to put in, but we have to get an orchid from a specialist place because there's so many like pesticides and stuff like that on ones that you get in the shops. Oh, sweet Jesus. Oh, so see, getting a hot water tap put in the kitchen, it's been the best thing we've ever done in our lives. But oh my god, I went to 2 classes like back to back this week, and my like my glutes and like my hamstrings are absolutely killing me. So incredibly sore. Like, see, as much as the summer holidays have been great and I love having the kids off, I love it, I find it really hard to put in like routine and stuff with having them off, because you don't want to be the unfun parent of like, no, you can't stay up until 11 o'clock at night, no, you can't go out and play with your pals like way past your normal bedtime. So it's been a bit of a struggle. I need something to eat. What do I want? I really want scrambled eggs on toast, but I don't have any eggs in. Oh. I don't have any eggs in. I'm sure regular toast.
Do you know what? I don't know who I need to complain to, right? But I was literally born to be a trad wife, right? I don't make the rules, it's just the way that it is. Today I have, honestly, not to blow my own trumpet, I have totally surpassed my own expectations, because wait till you see what I've got in the oven just now. Look at this, I'm eating risk everything by showing you, but it's worth it. Look. Hold on. Oh, look at them babies. Big, juicy, fluffy cinnamon buns. How unreal do they look? They need to go in for half an hour, so I'll show you when they're done. But what's actually inspired this is it's my mum's birthday tomorrow, but she's going out with her friend. They are doing a spa day together, which is so cute. I love that, like the girlies together. So I'm going to go and see her tonight, and I thought I'll make her a cake or something like that, but she actually loves stuff like that. So I was like, right, she likes an almond croissant, right, but I cannot make them. Like, I just feel like that is a level of baking that I would love to have, but I'm just realistic enough to know that it's not the case. So I thought I'll just look online and see what other wee recipes that I can see that look challenging, that looks like I've made an effort, but also that I'll actually be able to do. So I seen the cinnamon bun one and I was like, right, it actually feels like autumn, so why not? Why not? So I went and got a cake box to put them in, so let's build it together. This one's from Jane Asher at Home Bargains, and I thought it was cute because look, it's little sprinkles. You just pop that up. I've actually bought loads of these in the past and they're pretty easy to assemble. Usually when I make the kids' birthday cakes, I'll pick one of these up. I mean, it doesn't really matter what colour we ever get it in. It comes with the cake board, but I'm not going to be using that, so I'll save this for the next cake that I make. But also, maybe I could use that as one of those reflectors. Have you seen the girl on Instagram whose boyfriend does all of her pictures for her? I can't remember her name, I'll find her in a second. And she's like, the main reason why I can get all the nice holiday photos is because, and she turns the camera around, their boyfriend's like this. He's got this big like light reflector that he's putting on it, so basically the sun's behind her, right? And if he's taking her picture here, he's got the reflector holding it to reflect the sun that's behind her, so that she gets it on her face as well as the backlight. It's absolutely stunning vibes. But I've now seen that TikTok have got the reflectors, and I'm like, that's because they started a trend. Obviously between photography, that's always been a thing, right? But on a more like simpler content creator type level, it's not really the thing I see most people kicking about with. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't see people walking about with light reflectors, so it's a trick of the trade, it would seem. Right, I'm going to make it round that way. I think that's the right way we do it. And then slot these ones in like that. I think this is the sturdiest way to do it. Look, you just literally pop it in like that. I've done that one the wrong way around. So that's the base. And then that's the top. Now, I know this is a cake box, right? But see if you had a birthday present to give. It's a £1.70 box, and I don't think, like, in a card shop or whatever, you're going to get a gift box as cheap as that. So there's a wee hack for you. If you're looking for a box for somebody's birthday present, just get the 12-inch cake box, and then you'll also have a spare foil cake board if you want to do some like cheese and nibbles. Do you know what I mean? And then you can do it that way well. Anyway, that is what I've got. I'm going to wait for 25 minutes and then I'll be able to bring out the buns, and then I'm going to put this cream cheese frosting on top. Like, let me grab a spoon while I just dig in. Looks like a big bowl of porridge, but it's delicious. And obviously because Charlie's milk free, I've done it. Basically, it's actually easy. See, if you've got a milk allergy, if you're into bacon, then you can more or less just swap out any of the milk ingredients for a milk alternative. Like, people always ask me that, how do you cope when you want to make stuff with him being milk free? But actually, if you're making things from scratch, it's a lot easier because you can just substitute it for something else. So even like that, that's got this kind of like a cream, I needed cream cheese for the frosting, right? But in M&S they've got this, I'll show you. I think it's called something like creamy almond spread. It just has like a very basic flavour. There's nothing like that would really make you go, oh, that's vegan. It's just like a plain spread. It doesn't have a cheese flavour to it. It's literally just vegan, pasteurised, fermented almond spread with live cultures. So it's meant to be like a kind of, it says here, almond drink, almonds, potato starch, stabiliser, streptococcus, is that how you say that? I think that lactobacillus, basically loads of little microbiome loving ingredients. So I got this, I actually got 2, but I only needed 1. It's kind of expensive though, like a tiny pot of that was like $3.50 and only needed 1. So that'll go until I need it again. I think the shelf life on these will be pretty good because it is vegan. Like, does it even have an expiry date? Oh, used by next week. Guess it's having bagels for the foreseeable. Me. I'll show you what the buns look like when they're done. I'm currently covered in flour, so I'll need to give myself a little wipe down before I head out anywhere. Guys, how rude of me. I started icing these without even showing you what they look like, right? This is the lot that I've already iced. Oh my god, this is roasting. Wow. Look at them babies. Are you kidding me on? Look at that. Roasting. But these are the ones that I've started to ice. Cream cheese frosting, oh my god, delicious. But this is what they're looking like so far. Please never ever judge me on my baking dishes because they are well used and I can't get any of the bits off it, so that's just, I mean, take it as they're well loved, they're well used, and nothing is always perfect, so that's fine. But yeah, I'm just taking like a big slab of that into there and then just pasting it on. I'm basically just using it like a filler. How amazing is that? And I'm just going to leave these in the glass dishes now to cool down because, to be honest, I feel like that will help to further cook them and I don't want to over bake them. I know they look quite brown on the edges, but most of that is just like an overflow of cinnamon. But yeah, these buns look ridiculous. Do you remember Cinnabon? I know that it's back, but I remember that was a place in Silverburn, Stirling, in Stirling, the Thistle Shopping Centre. They used to have a Cinnabon and I'd be like, oh my god, please, I beg, on a Saturday can we go to Stirling and go to the shopping centre and get a Cinnabon, because it was like you would get a few of them in a tub and then they would drizzle over. They'd be like, would you like the icing? Of course I would like the icing, what are you talking about? And then it'd be like, do you want it hot or cold? Always hot. And they're just delightful. Now the way that these have baked, it's kind of like a whole tray worth. So I think what I'm going to do is just not separate them. And it means that everyone can just do like a tear and share situation, which I think will be really good. I'm going to leave, like, this is the one that's more perfect than the other one. So I think I'm going to take this one to my mum's and I'll just keep the other one here for us for when we're at home tonight to have one. That is the plan. I am not even going to tell you calorie wise what I think's in these, by the way, because that's not fun. Cake should not be, it should be measured with the heart, but just know that there's a whole bag of sugar in that recipe, an entire bag for that filling. So you see the one where you roll it up, it's a whole damn bag of sugar. So yeah, it's definitely an indulgent treat, not to be had on the weekly, but I fear if this is delicious, then it's going to be one of those things that I crave. Do you know what's so weird about me as well? Like, I am actually, I'm going to turn this around so I can talk to you. I am literally seeing Bridesmaids, you know, when, I never know their names in Bridesmaids, I always get mixed up. But, you know, when the best friend, what's her name again? I'm ready to party her. What's her name again? You know, at the beginning when she's baking a single cupcake because she's stressed out. I feel like that's me. See, when I feel stressed, I find a lot of enjoyment in baking. It just relaxes me. It makes me feel like, now some people like to you know, get a TV show on the go, or like sit down with a book, or go for a nice bath or whatever. Like, I like those things too. However, I find such relaxation in baking. I think it's because I'm still doing something, so I don't feel like I'm getting restless sitting about. I love making stuff, and I think it's funny because when I was younger, like the house and stuff like that, when I was growing up, I would always feel like it's not obviously like my house to make a mess in. And Mum wouldn't have cared, like she literally used to let me do all the Neil Buchanan art attacks and all that, but I used to remember thinking, like, when I'm older, I'm just going to bake whenever I want, and I'm going to do all the pure like stuff that I can do because I'm an adult. And baking was one of them. I was like, I'm just going to bake whenever I want. And see, when I went to my nana's house when I was younger, that would be my favourite thing. I'd like, can you please bake? Sorry, pure delighted with myself. I've fully transitioned into autumn. I might not actually tell you that out loud, although I just did, but there'll be signs. The signs. Right, the cheek of me, I've actually got a Pilates class booked, or a sculpt class booked at 7:30, and I'm like, what we're doing with this, that cream cheese frosting? I'm joking, I'm going to try and scoop the last of it on, just so that it's definitely all accounted for. My God, it is absolutely stunning. Dearie me. Right. Apologies to my family's dentists because they're not going to want to see you coming after this. And by the way, before the girls say it, they'll get one day. I will redo it, and I'll do it with a way that it's not vegan, because I do think that it probably would have been bigger and more pillowy if I had used full fat milk and, you know, like actual cream cheese and all that kind of stuff. But considering that I definitely have an underlying milk allergy that I refuse to accept, at least this is not going to make me feel horrendous after I have it. Right, that's a joke. That is some kind of sick joke. My babies. Okay, join me for a taste test. I'm very excited. Right, there's a wee corner one here that was like a little extra bit that was kind of left over, so I made like a tester corner. Right, I'm going to get a bit of that frosting. Oh, it's so gooey. Wait until you see this. Oh my God. That's good fall. I'm transported back in time. That is a Cinnabon. That's what that is. Yummy. Let me try it. See when I say it literally melts in your mouth. I think that's the best thing I've ever made. And it's vegan. Not vegan. It's milk free. I always say vegan, but I mean to say milk free. That is a joke. What the hell? It's literally like 99% sugar. But you know what's actually amazing about it? See, it sounds weird, right? But you can totally tell the difference. See, when you try to make bread or any kind of bread items and you don't use yeast, right? You kind of need that yeasty taste. And that sounds really weird, but you need that bready taste. The fast-acting yeast makes that. I'm sorry, do I just open up a cake shop? Because what a work of art that is. I'm delighted with myself. Right, I'm going to cover these up. I don't even know how I'm putting them in that box. How am I planning on doing that? Will it even fit? Kind of. It's not perfect, but it'll do. Splash it aside, but that's fine. Right, at least it's covered. Let me put this in a dog-free space so so that they can live safely, because you never know what your fate is going to be when Maggie and Mabel are near. Specifically Mabel, because she's an absolute pest. We love her, but she's a pest. Also, excuse all my washing. We're trying to get through it all. There's tons to be done. God, I actually think they're so sickening though. I was worried thinking if everyone's going to go around there, like how are we all going to have a piece, but I'm telling you now, half of one of them, like it's actually so sugary, but kind of unbelievable. Yes. I always wanted to make them. Oh, by the way, went to Home Bargains today. Oh, there's a butterfly on my fence. That's really cute. Went to Home Bargains today. These little wax melts are so good. It's the Air Pure ones. I just burped there, I'm so sorry. It's the Air Pure ones. This is in the fragrance Romance. Shocking colour choice. But they're amazing. Oh, I have not updated you on the goings on in my dining room. Let me just do that right now. Okay, so it's looking a little crazy up in here, but this is where we are so far. Still having an ongoing battle with these doors. Producer's like, we need to take the whole thing down and redo it because they're not straight. And I'm like, oh, I just want to actually curl up into a ball under my bed cover and just hide from the world, because honestly that there is some sort of a torture technique, is hanging IKEA units, honest to God. Someone actually did message me on, like, or comment on my Instagram, or was it TikTok? I think it was my TikTok, and said that IKEA furniture is not really made to be like dismantled and redone again, right? Which is probably a fair comment, but I just wish it was, because each of the hanging hinges inside here, they're just testing my patience. And it's not even that, it's even I'm using the drill, it just shreds every one of the screws. So I don't know what to do. He says we should just get a joiner in to try and make it right, but I'm just like, no, I have the inner stubbornness that tells me that we should just do it ourselves. Like, I've got so far. I really want to just make this a thing that we don't get people involved with. Like, I want to do it myself. Do you know that way? I'm like, I have this sort of like confidence that should be studied, where I just go, if someone else can do that, I should surely be able to do it. Like, I should be able to learn. Like, we have the internet at our fingertips. Surely I should be able to learn how to do that. Like, I just need to go through the process of the steps, learn how to do something, and then simply take my time, measure twice, cut once, and then apply it. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, that's annoying. But that aside, let's go with the rest of it. So as it currently stands, we have done nothing. I have done nothing with this, because what I'm thinking is I was going to put up that paneling, but then I've decided against it, because how many shades of wood are we actually going to get here? Probably too many, and I don't want to do black. But I want to do something different, right? And I'm going to show you in a second, because I was like, why don't you just do the contact paper that we did in the downstairs toilet, right? Because I DIY'd that. Again, competence that really should be studied. I DIY it to a point where I need his help, and then he's like, why are you dragging me into this? I don't know what I'm doing. But I just like it's a fun date night experience for me. And that's what we were doing last weekend. Obviously, you've seen that. So all the little strips have all been cut, right? So we've done this panelling here. And I think it looks really good, like wainscoting, is that what you call it? So I think that looks really, really good, right? Obviously not straight, but use your imagination. I'm sure we can all do that. This is going to be like that. I've painted the skirting board down there, definitely got it on the floor, but I'm going to wipe that off with the white stuff, the pink stuff, whatever it's called, to get that off of there. I've put the panelling on. I've painted it. I've primed them and painted them, but I need to paint again. Hey?
Can I get a snack, please?
Yeah. I need to paint it again. Probably another 2 coats, and then I've got this, which is the Rust-Oleum furniture lacquer. It's clear matte. Oh, did I want matte? I think I did. I don't know. Oh shit, did I want it to be matte, or did I want it to be gloss? Or satin? Okay, it's matte now, because I've got that. I've not even opened it yet though, but I've still got the receipt, so maybe I could take that back, I'm not sure. But I need to cover it all in this, because that's like a hard-wearing protective lacquer. Literally me reading the front of the can, hilarious. But that there is going to make sure that we don't actually, a chalky finish. Hold on. What does that say? Use over Rust-Oleum chalky finish furniture paint. I don't know if I want a chalky finish though. It's not been opened, it's bashed. It's been bashed. That wasn't me that did that, but it was already like that when I bought it, but it's not been opened. And I still have the receipt. Right, we're not going to open that yet, right? But as it stands, we've done the cutting, the sticking with the no more nails, done the wee cutting thing where you use the wee shears to make the exact right angle, which by the way was an absolute game changer, right? See if you are considering doing any kind of cutting with that stuff, right? I know you can buy them and they're already like done for you if you're putting them on a wall, right? And they just stick right on like big photo frames. But see if you're doing it do it yourself, see the little shears that you can get. They're usually next to the flooring, and they're literally, I'll show you them. I literally have them right here. I will literally just show you them, right? See these. This is what you need. It literally changed everything for me. So that's what they come like there. They've got like a wee safety thing where you can click them closed. And then you turn that dial there at the top to whatever angle you need. Obviously for us it's 45 degrees. Chop. And it cuts them perfectly. Like I honestly thought doing that I was going to splinter it and then make it a pain in the backside to get it right, but it doesn't. It's actually so perfect, right? So cut them all, and then we went, actually that looks a bit rubbish because there's only one frame round them, that one, the very outer edge, right, that one there. And I was like, how about we just repeat the process again and do two? And I think it looks really, really good. So that's what we've done. I'm honestly so proud of us for doing it by ourselves. And I think it looks really good. There's obviously bits I need to do, like finishing edges, like that bit there, not great. Do you know what I mean? Need to do like some kind of an edging around that to make it look nice and flush, right? So that's what we've done so far. I've also put these big IKEA units together. We need to cut them and, you know, make them look like they're joined somehow. And then I'm going to put a skirting edge right around the edge of it so it looks like it's all built in. That's something we're going to do maybe next week. All this stuff here, I don't know if I even showed these, right? But see those. I don't know if I even showed these last week, right? But see if you've got Home Bargains near you and you like the look of these big cotton ball, big sticks. I think they're so cool. They were £1 each out of Home Bargains. And it's quite literally exactly what I was looking for to tie in the colours. How nice. That's from the range. That's ancient. I've had that for ages. That was kind of like just shopping my own house when I was looking for DIY bits to, you know, decorate. These are from Homegrown Garden Centre. Absolutely love these. I showed them a few months ago, I'm sure. And this is its partner. You don't need to get them obviously together, but I think I've still got the price on them. I'm sure they were like $11.99 or something like that. But I love them. Very Zara Home inspired. Very nice. And that's also from Homegrown Garden Centre as well. But the inspiration for doing the contact sheet, right, is that colour. Now, I've got that colour downstairs in the downstairs toilet, and Fraser was like, why don't we just get a big sheet of like MDF in the exact size that we need, and then contact sheet it and then put it on that wall. Gets rid of this issue with the big hole. Sheets the whole thing, makes it look really, really flush, makes it look like marble. Do you know what I mean? Like marble look. Do you see the vision? And then it means we're not having to go through a million shades of wood. So like 50 Shades of Grey have nothing on us. We're like 50 Shades of Wood. Do you know what I mean? And it would keep it all nice and light and bright and a bit more interesting over there. Now, you might be wondering what the hell that is on the worktop. Also, not Maggie with the crate rest, bloody sin. Maggie's done her ACL. Did I even tell you that? Maggie has done her ACL, which is your wee ligament that's in your knee, like the back of your knee that stops the two bits on your knee from rubbing together. And she is on strict crate rest, which is going well because she's not even in the crate. But she needs to get an operation potentially. Like, I have been watching so many TikToks of people saying that their dogs actually, the scar tissue that repaired in the ACL ended up being a better buffer than what an operation would be. But the problem with the operation is I need to keep her in her crate for 4 months. How am I doing that? Like, she is such a wee sook, and I honestly think that will really affect her mentally. Like, her mental health will be in tatters by the end of that. So right now she's on all sorts of painkillers and she's just chilling. And to be fair, she hasn't been like running around and all that. She's got a leg brace. But it's a stress. And then Mabel, she was shitting blood last week, so that was another thing. Got her a poo sample, 200 quid. They didn't even see her. I actually took a poo from the garden that she'd done. That's disgusting, isn't it? In a bag to the vets, like literally double bagged in like a sandwich bag, and was like, there you go. They were like, yeah, that's £200. Great. Got a text through, not even a phone call, to say, just checked, and Mabel's poo sample is absolutely fine, and she's no longer shitting blood. Do I get a refund, or not that I want anything wrong with it, obviously, but I'm like, guys, play the game. No wonder people don't want to take their dogs and cats and all that to the vet, because we're getting ripped constantly. And I get these things cost to get the scans and all that done, and they are obviously our choice. Like, it's our choice to have pets, but equally I'm like, in 1 week between Maggie with the 2 scans and then Mabel with the poo and the blood and the situation that was, you don't even want to know. You genuinely don't even know, because I'm honestly, it's stressful and it's annoying, but what can we do? I just want them to be better, and I don't know how Maggie's done this. Apparently it's a really common thing, and to be fair, like, touch wood, apart from like losing Lola really young when she was like 7.5, my last dog, I don't know if any of you remember following me back then, but I had a Sharpie, same as Lauren and Chris. We had a Sharpie as soon as I moved out. I was like 19, got the dog. 19 or 20 was I? Maybe 20. Got the dog, and like, we've always kind of had Sharpies in the family. My mum and dad had them when we were growing up. So obviously the first opportunity I could get to get a puppy, I was like, I want one too. And anyway, Lola died really young, and it was a kidney thing. So I felt like, and before that, we never really had any problems with her. Like, she never had any, like, apart from usual stuff like eardrops and now sometimes a bit of sore skin or whatever, right? Nothing like major surgery wise, apart from being now dressed or whatever, so she can have babies. But apart from that, we never had any vet bills. So see this, it feels like it's just pure hit me right there. I'm like, oh, because it's like $3,500. That's the quote. Like, what the hell? She is insured, thank God. But you need to outlay that first. But I want to actually ask, see if any of you have had a pet that's had an operation and you've had like cover, like you've been insured. Have you done a direct claim to the vets, right? Because what they're telling me is that the best thing I can do is pay it first, then claim it back from the insurance, which I go, is that not the whole point in having insurance, so that you don't have to lay out the money, you just pay your excess? And they're like, no, because sometimes what happens is they don't pay out, and then we come chasing you for the money anyway. But I'm like, surely that's the same thing as me paying it out and then me having to chase them for the money back. Like, I don't know, right? But someone on here is going to be really good with that kind of stuff. Can you let me know? They're through, what's it? I can't remember, but it's lifetime. It's lifetime cover, so it's not just like a 12-month thing. It's lifetime cover they've got, and the insurance would cover her. But obviously, I want to be able to ask this to the insurance company. But I'm so jaded with these things where I'm like, if I tell you that, will you then not pay it out? Like, do you know what I mean? I feel like you need to be so, like, it's so underhand with all that stuff. Anyway, that's really stressful and boring. Let's not talk about it. Back to this, right? So, the plan is to put up 2 floating shelves here, right? So see, when I'm talking about putting the backing on there, it will actually not be like a huge sheet. It will be like one strip, another strip, then another strip, because we're putting up these floating shelves first. That's just MDF. We ordered from a place online where you get it cut to measure, but oh my God, it's so heavy. Like, so heavy. So heavy. I can't even explain where I go, should we even have got that? Because the weight in it is almighty. Don't get me wrong, that is a stud wall, so we'll be able to put the big, I think what you do is you get like the big huge rods, it's like big metal rods, you screw them in to the wall, and then you put holes in the shelf, and then it literally just slides straight on top of it, I think. But that is the plan, right? And I would contact sheet them as well, so that it would all look marble. So it'd be like marble, marble shelf, marble, marble shelf, marble. And then a wee edger, but he's talking about taking all these down and refitting them, and I'm just like, drop me out, man. Like, actually, DTC, down to cancel, can't be ours. And then I need to paint my ceiling because I filled in like holes that were there, so I need to rub back and painted. I still got this table, which I do really love this table, right? But it's the frame. I love the size. I love the heaviness of it. Like, it was an expensive table when we got it at the time. So I was like, invest in a good table, we'll never need to buy one again. But it's the chrome. I don't think it really goes. It's not like mad crazy, like, you know, that really, really doesn't go. But I just feel like it's not the right. I want a I want one that colour. I'd like one that colour. Longer and a tiny bit thinner, and I've seen one in IKEA that's maybe like, is it 60 centimetres longer? So it would come to maybe like the edge of that chair. I could shove it up a wee bit, and that means I can put the 3 chairs on each side, and it's a tiny wee bit narrower. That would be the goal, and try and get rid of this table, but it's a ton weight, so good luck with that. But then the other thing is, right, we need to do some kind of a skirting board here. I've obviously got ones that just sat there and not even been used. Like, honestly, if anyone comes and sees any of the vlogs and you're like, why has she not finished her floor? I've got the piece that's like the threshold bar between here and here, like that bit that joins the floor into the tile. Eventually we will just fully re-floor downstairs, right? But obviously it's a fortune, so I'm not doing that right now. This was just like a kind of, it was meant to be just like a kind of makeshift in between, but I do really like the flooring. I think it looks good. I know it's not the proper herringbone, but I think it looks nice, to be honest, right? Fra's not mad on it, but that's like a thing for another day, because as soon as you start talking about doing new flooring, you're like, right, well, we just like replace the kitchen, because we'll need to do the flooring cuts to what we've got now. So that's never mind, we're not doing that now. I'm going to put the threshold bar down here only when I've decided what we're doing with the skirting on this side and with the skirting here. So the plan is, take this skirting board and we'll use it elsewhere, right, in the room. And see this acoustic panelling, I've ordered it from a place because it was on sale, right? They had it on for like, was it half price or something like that? It's a different colour to this. It's actually near enough the same colour as these like furniture boards that we've got that we used as doors, right? But the problem I've got is that these stick out so much at the side that they just look a bit random. They're perfect for the colour of the wall because I matched it at Valspar. But my thing is, if I build the wall out a wee bit with these, then at the side it really doesn't, it looks a bit more flush. Do you see that? Like it's almost the exact same measurements. So I've ordered them in that kind of colour. And what we're going to do is the acoustic panelling on here, and we're going to do it here, and we're going to take it, and we're going to take it right down to the floor. So there'll be actually no need for a skirting board at that point, because it'll be fully down to the floor. Does that make sense? And I think that'll look really, really good. And then it'll be the same on this side as well. This is just where the boiler and all that is, like boring stuff. But I think that'll look really good. I'm in the pet store with Jack, and he's just getting stuff for Princess Peach. There's the birds and all that, as you can obviously hear. But Nora's falling in love with a little turtle, which is just here. Love that, Nora. Do you know that was going to live longer than me and you? What? That's going to live longer than me and you.
How?
Because they live for like 100 odd years.
Oh my god.
I know. Harriet's got a big, our next door neighbour has got a big massive turtle, or tortoise, I'm not sure what one he is. Oh, it's so cute. No. That's going to grow so big though. Like, look at the actual, that's my hand in comparison. But Jack's like, he's doing a new setup for Princess Peach, and he's got it all, like, I'm literally taxi service, because he knows what he needs and he knows what he wants. But yeah, we're just looking at all the birds and everything. Look, that's a very different pet centre.
Where do you find turtles?
Different countries, not here. Not here.
I just want to find one.
But yeah, let's go see if we can actually get one. This is what Jack's wanting next, so, and I'm like, I draw the line, but I did see one yesterday on TikTok, and it's an old man apparently, and basically spiders lose their grip once they get older, so she had to change its full enclosure, and it was the cutest wee thing ever. It had 2 little eyes. Maybe it would combat my fear of spiders. There's also snakes in here, which I like really want to see. It's almost it's the exposure therapy, isn't it, of things that actually terrify you, and you just need to go, right, okay, give me it. No, don't give me a spider or a snake. Right, we've got out and we have left with, let me see.
Hold them tight.
It's not going to pop off.
I'm kidding you on, they're not going to pop off, but they are jumping at the top, so just be careful.
Oh my god, I can actually feel it. Can you see this? Can you see this?
Obviously they can see it.
That is
Box of locusts.
a box of locusts. Although, however, I did think that locusts had wings, because I thought they could fly.
They grow wings, but they take ages to grow.
Oh, they grow wings and
So these will all be eaten before they're even fully grown.
You heard it here first.
Thank God.
But anyway, we managed to get them, which is what he was looking for, and he's actually just going to order the other wee bits and bobs that he wants off of Amazon because he's seen this specific one, and that's what he wants to go for. So that's what we're going to go for. There's no point in
That one's
messing
huge.
about.
Oh my
But-
god, look at the size of that one. That one is
Wow.
massive.
Do you know what it reminds me of? Do you remember Ants? The movie Ants, and then the grasshoppers come and the ants have to gather the food for the grasshoppers. That's what they're giving me right now, but they were the baddies in that movie, so that's okay. But yeah, she is now in L3 and she's super big and she's super cute and she's getting more pink by the day, which is great. So yeah, we'll go and give her them. I think we're going to go and actually we're going to take them home before we do anything because they are not cutting about my car.
Well, they're cutting a bit in my room, so...
Well, you're going to need to put them in that and then put them in a Tupperware.
No, I'm not. I'm going to have to put them all in a Tupperware.
Can you actually leave them in that?
It's not recommended to keep them in this. This is for buying, not for breeding.
Oh my god.
But these will outlive Peach, so I'll always have food for them.
They'll outlive Peach.
Well, I mean, you're only meant to feed them like one every couple of days.
So
Because
sad
they're really
that
fatty.
you buy these things and actually they only live for like
A
8
year.
months or a year
And
max
you get
kind of
attached to
thing.
them.
Because actually it was really good because the girl that we got speaking to in the
Shop.
in the like pet store, she had kept orchid mantis. She'd also had a
Giant African mantis.
Giant African
giant Asian
mantis.
mantis.
Like-
Spiny flower mantis, orchid mantis.
a spiny flower one, which is the other one that we like, but she said that hers didn't last very long because like the lifespan. They are quite hard to keep, but yeah, it's something new, it's something different. We were waiting for the spider. She did actually bring us down the little jumping spider to show us, and it was tiny. It was right up the top of the enclosure, so we actually probably were looking at it and didn't even realise.
Yeah, but I thought it was a bit dark, to be honest.
But yeah, that was absolutely tiny. Like I'm talking like smaller than the bit of nail colour, like take off the tip there, like it's smaller than that. Wee tiny little legs. So let's go home and get the locust into the house before we actually have a locust infestation in the car. Can you imagine?
You're not going to.
And then they all go on
Please
the
DR safely. We will now enable the smoking mode for you.
I love it when your car tells you that you need to stop vaping. I wasn't even vaping, it's whenever I pick my hand up, my left hand, it thinks that you're smoking and this has got a smoking mode, and it's so intrusive. But me and Jack had to fuel ourselves with these this morning.
I've not eaten
And
it yet, I'm starving.
Willis she's at a birthday party and she's been there for an hour
Half an hour.
already. Can you believe that? Okay, your gal is home and I am going to make chilli, kinda, for dinner. Probably not for tonight though, because it always tastes better the next day. Or so my mum says. Although to be fair it does, because it pure sits in the flavour, doesn't it? Is that off? I actually just got these. No, that'll be fine, I'll just cut around it. Chop, 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 chop. Make the mess, tidy up later. That is off that bit of onion, so let's just take that full middle bit out. Shit. Well, that's a bit annoying. Oh, apologies if you're a chef and you can see me like butchering this, but my mum actually, she brought me over a dish the other day, right, and it was a sweet potato chilli. Oh my god, it was unreal. She was like, it is so easy. She has actually sent me the recipe and I was going to make it, but I don't have sweet potatoes in or anything, and we are due our fruit and veg box. What day is it? We're due that. We get that every Friday, which is honestly, it's the best thing we have ever got. I've cut this wrong. I've cut the tail off. What an idiot, Lauren. Anyway, we want it really, 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 really. I feel under pressure because yous are watching. Really, really under a lot of pressure actually. My eyes are watering now as well. Great. Oh my god. Mother fucker. Oh. It's such a big onion. Jesus. Wow. So not cutting this right at all, but who cares? Well, it's not like Gordon Ramsay's watching. I would be sacked on the spot. But yeah, she made a sweet potato chilli and it was unreal. It was all veggie and it was just like, it was literally tins of stuff. She'd seen it in that Pinching On book, and honestly, one of the best meals that we have had in a long time. I'm making that statement. I really, really am. Guys, stop watching me. I can't do this. Oh, I feel so self-conscious. Who even cares? Who even cares? I need to go and chop onion. Wait a minute, I'll be back. I don't have a pot big enough to make this. And the worst thing was, right, I had big massive pots, and see, because we changed the cooker, we went for an induction, because, can't lie, I'm a lazy bitch and I didn't like cleaning the gas ones. I had to bin all my pots because you can't use specific ones on the induction, and now I don't have a pot big enough to make all this. I might have to transfer an A. Let's see what I've got. Riveting, I know it's riveting. I don't think that's any bigger. That holds 4 litres. What does this hold? Oops. It doesn't tell you what this holds. The only thing I have got is a big massive like crock pot one, but right, I might need to just try and fit it all in here, and then that's it. We'll see how we get on. Red wine. How much is this? How many mils is that? Fuck knows, it's all been in there. Glug, glug, glug. Measure with your heart, not with your eyes. Seriously, but how much is that? 25 cl. I don't know what that means. What is that, millilitres? Right, that's in. Do you know what? I don't even know why I'm bothering. Whoa, it smells alcoholic, to say the least. It smells alcoholic, to say the least. Right, I need a stop cube. I thought these were the ones that you just... As you can tell, I'm definitely not a chef, but I like a dinner where it's already done before dinner time. Ah. I'm sure it was only... Nora actually asked me at like 2:30 or something today, when is lunchtime, and Jack was there and he was like, oh, it's kind of like been and gone, Nora, like... I just don't think in the holidays anybody eats at the right time at all. Like, see, as much as I was pure desperate for all the for the kids to be off and like spend all the time with them and stuff, you have this such like that you have this pure romantic idea that holidays are going to be great and you are going to spend all this time together, and actually like life just doesn't stop for life just doesn't stop for anybody at all. The kids just kind of... My kids pure like time by themselves. Like, they like to be in their room, they like to just chill and have nothing to do. Then they love being with their pals. Like, half the time you say to them like, alright, come on, let's go, and we'll go to like the cinema today or something, and they're like, no, I don't really want to. Like, I just wouldn't say that they're very like high maintenance. Like, I don't feel like they always need a lot of, like, basically they're just happy to make their own entertainment, which I love. I do love it, but sometimes I'm just like, please, do you just want to hang out with me? That's why I was so buzzing when Nora wanted, oh, I need my kidney beans, these are all my kidney beans. Nora was like so excited to watch Stranger Things, and I was like, great, because I want to watch it as well. I want to watch it with you, but even like that, I feel like that's poor died a death now. Like, we're on the last series and we've just never went back to it because she has had other things that she wants to do, or when she does come in it's like 11:30 and she's like, do you want to watch Stranger Things? She's doing it purely as a I don't want to go to bed tactic. But yeah, I must admit, I hate to say it, I hate to be that guy, but I'm looking forward to the routine. It's just very overwhelming, the midnight bedtime. What is wrong with me today? Can't chop an onion, can't get the lid off my... Just let me in. It's fucking kidney beans. One. And I'm putting 2 tins of these in because I fucking love kidney beans. I love them so much. Watch this, I'll make this and the kids will be like, I'm not eating that. Can I have pizza and chips, please? Can I have pizza and chips?
Oh my good God. I'm recovering from a really hot and sweaty sculpt class. Oh my God. It was so, do you know what it is, right? See, if you keep going to them like regularly, you get used to it, right? So you don't find the heat quite as much of a strain, right? See, the minute you take, it's like anything, the minute you take a week off or whatever, it's so hard getting back into it. This sounds mental, right? But you know what I find the hardest? It's like my hips, right? Is that like a really old woman thing? I am finding my joints are really, really sore. Don't get me wrong, I don't think to look at you go, oh, you're really struggling, right? But the last part was like a finisher and we had to do mountain climbers, and it was only 20 seconds, then a break, then another 20 seconds, but seemed you're already exhausted. And immediately when it stopped, I went out and I actually lay in the recovery position on the floor. Dramatic. But it just brought my like heart rate back down again. But I actually should check because the Oura Ring obviously tracks all this stuff. So let me just see what it says for... Oh, it detected a nap. A nap at 10 to 1 in the morning. Right. I'll just confirm that. Right, there we go. Pilates. Do you know the thing that kills me, right? The thing that actually kills me about this? It says that for the hour and 10 minutes my heart rate has been through the roof, that I've burned 110 calories. Like, there's simply no way. There is simply no way. How is that possible? I don't understand. What is it even talking about? 100, like, that is surely not right. Surely. Because this is where, right, people ask me all the time, what do you think about the Oura Ring? I really like it, but see, stuff like that, I'm like, that it must be inaccurate, because there is no way that I'm only burning 110 calories at that. Like, if that was the case, then I don't think that we would be getting as kind of fit as what we are. Hold on, I was walking then, hold on, just writing this in, bear with me. If that was the case, we wouldn't be like losing weight and getting fitter at the rate that we are if we were only burning 110 calories. Like, there's simply no way. Right, hold on, there's no way, because like it tells me that my goal, I've done 508 calories. So let me just check that, right? Because right, hold on. No, that was a lie. It wasn't. It was. No, it wasn't. There we go. It's actually 231. I was going to say that is absolutely soul destroying. But you've definitely seen that, a minute ago. It's the 110 calories burnt. Yeah, that's probably more like it. 231. I would maybe agree with that. It feels more. But it's obviously good because you can see all your like activity, like your weekly zone minutes. So like zone 1, zone 2, zone 3, zone 4, blah blah. That's all about like where your heart rate is, like low, medium and high. But yeah, let me see what my heart rate's been like. Hang on. I've had 2 hours 15 minutes of stress today. I'd argue it was more. But my activity range says that my highest heart rate has been 176, which I'm so certain that when I do like a run, it goes higher than that. But I haven't ran in a while, usually. Like, I think it's been about a month since I went for a run. Like, since the summer holidays have started, I don't think I've run once. Maybe once. No, I did. I went for one run and I really struggled. But I need to get back into it because I do enjoy the running. Oh, your period might start in the next 5 days. That's fantastic. Thanks for that. Always fun news for me. Oh, right, okay. I was looking at the beats per minute. Not the cal burn. That's what it's been. Silly me. But yeah, the Oura Ring, I do really like it. I think it's good for having like a track of your general well-being. And the fact that you don't need to charge it very often and it charges in half an hour. For me, type B girly, that is a winner. That odd item is the cover for this, by the way, in case you're like, what the hell is she holding? The only thing I'll say about the Oura Ring is, look at that. So we all got the gold one, but it's all scratched. And I know people are like, oh, well, you should put like a protective cover over it. I'm not lifting like barbells. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to the gym, like the actual gym. I don't have a gym membership anymore because I'm doing like all my like Pilates classes. I'm not doing anything like that. So why is that like so badly scuffed? Someone actually did message Oura Ring or put a message out on TikTok. They made a video talking about this, how like the gold just wears off, right? And they messaged them and said like, send it back basically. So I'm sorely tempted to do the same thing because they're expensive. That shouldn't happen. Like, it's an expensive bit of kit. That should not happen. It should have something on it that is like a protective film. And then obviously when we got ours, we were like, God, they're quite chunky. It's like a big wedding band, isn't it? But it is quite cool. Then they brought out the thinner one. So now you feel like you're missing out. You feel like you've got the old version of it. Anyway, I'm going into the house. I need to go get a shower. And then I need to pick Eilidh up from our dancing. But that was hard work, man. I've also done it in a full face of makeup because I took those cinnamon buns over at my mum's house just before I went to the class and gave her them. I never actually had one. And now that I know how much hard work it is to even burn 230 calories, I'm like, should I even bother? That is one thing I think, right? See, when you're exercising, as much as it's good for you, like your physical health, it does make you more stingy with what you're willing to actually waste your literal energy on. So it's almost like you go, I've just done all of that work. Especially if you do, see if you're like at a gym and you're on a treadmill or something like that, you're like, it takes me so long to work that off that it doesn't even feel like it's worth it. Do you know what I mean? So it kind of puts you, it makes you make better choices, I would say, for sure. I probably am going to have a bit of cinnamon bun, to be honest, but maybe just not the full one. I probably could have made them half the size, by the way. They're massive. And I'm going to go in and see what the guys think, because Charlie and Frav just came back home. He was at football. And I'm almost certain they'll have scoffed one already. Hopefully they made them hot. Or maybe they don't even know that they're there, because I put them in like a big soup pot with a lid so that the flies couldn't get to them. How horrendous are the flies, by the way? Like, is it just me? I just feel like everywhere I look, they're just like all about my face. It makes me feel like my house is disgusting, but it's genuinely not. Like, I'm trying over here, trying to stay tidy and clean in the house, but the flies are always just like zooming past me. So I'm running about with a can of Raid to try to get rid of them. Anyway, I'm going to go for a shower. I'm going to go shower, wash my hair, shave everywhere, and then moisturise from head to toe and put on fresh jammies. How gorgeous does that sound? Do you want to come with me? And we can have a pamper.
I forgot to show you my chilli last night, but I will show you when I go down the stairs. I'm just how come I've had like 7 weeks to do like school stuff and I just haven't done it. I still need to get school shoes, so I'm jumping up the fort. Now, call me crazy, I know. Oh god, I'm trying to do this now. Even my bottle actually. That bottom drawer is an absolute mess. Like, I cannot even explain to you. I am going to put in a wee hair mask to go up today because I'm needing to do a slick back anyway, and I was on TikTok this morning and I seen Hattie Bourne do one with the Garnier and I was like, oh, I forgot I've actually got that. So I will, and she did a wee Garnier actual brush, but it was like identical to this one, so I was like, right, I'll just try it with this, and then I'll just wash the brush because it's not been washed in a while, I can tell you that much. But yeah, I need to jump up the fort. It's school shoes. I'm sure I've said this before, I'm not buying school shoes. They're all getting trainers because that's all they wear. My girls do not want to wear skirts, they don't want to wear dresses, they want to wear leggings and they want to wear shorts, and that is all. That's all I'm getting this year. I'm not doing it. And see, for the school pictures and stuff, I go, I don't buy them anyway because I don't like them. I take better pictures of the kids myself that I would like to have. Obviously, you know, my mum and dad got them with me every single year, right? Always was so jealous of the people that managed to get them with like their siblings and stuff, and I would always just be sat there, lone child. It's such a shame for me. But I just don't, like, do you not remember, like, when we were all younger, our mums and dads would have cabinets of all our school pictures, or at least mine did anyway. No, they did, or they went to like grandparents and stuff like that. I'm like, no, I want to show like nice holiday family pictures and stuff like that, not like in their school shirt and tie. So yeah, I even bid the school ties on. Right, how are we doing this again? Let's just, I mean, this is literally a smoothing brush, so I think she actually, I think she put it on the brush actually, do you know what? Sure she put it on the brush. I actually don't like the feeling of a hair mask in though. Hide my, right, chain and mirror. Oh, there's a big dollop of it right at the front there. Oh, I never done the parting. I got a brush in, I've got a comb in here. This might work. Right. We're slicked within an inch of our lives. And my hair's too short to do a bun, so I literally just have to tuck, and then I can't see it from the back, so it's actually none of my business. But yeah, there we go, we're fully slicked back. We'll just use a wee tiny touch to just make sure that it's all covered, which it is. It's just the papaya hair food one. She had banana, but I have papaya. Also a fruit I don't think I've actually ever tasted, do you know that? I don't think I've ever had a papaya. Right, just make sure it's all in these wee endy bits. I'll be walking about with like big massive bits of this probably showing, but oh, need to get the underneath. Need to get the underneath. I was like, do you know what, I'm just jumping up and literally throwing my jeans on, wee top, and I'm putting my rain jacket on. The Damson Madder, by the way, has honestly been worth its weight in gold. I absolutely love it. I have had so much wear out of it. It goes with everything, which is funny because it is check, but I wear it with stripes and all, that's fine. Done. And it smells absolutely amazing as well. But yeah, I'm going to jump up before it. Let me take you and show you my chilli. Actually, let me just show you this monstrosity of that went in there. What's it on? It's on top of razor heads and oil, great. Actually, I completely forgot I had bought that one. Do you know what? It's been right in the back. Look at the actual state of this drawer. Like, it is a mess. Face cloths galore. Fake tan side. Hair mask, not hair mask, sorry. Face masks. New dermaplaners. Like, honestly, there's just shit everywhere. And I've I've not used this in ages actually. This is what Sarah had told me to get for going on holiday. I don't think I used enough of it, to be fair, but I actually really liked my hair after I'd done it. It just felt very, very soft and that on holiday. Oh, I forgot I had that. I actually love the rodeo stuff, and you can quite often pick it up in TK Maxx, which is absolutely great. And that was that cocoa butter. I spoke about this on the pod, and it's the natural bronze one. So it is just, it's so gradual, but it smells absolutely amazing. I actually wish I had fired that on because I am feeling a little bit pasty. My stomach's really out and these feel very low. Great. I went to my mum's yesterday to grab something, and anyway, like I always do, I was like, what's in your wardrobe? Just thought of a wee mooch because she just constantly buys. Anyway, she's like a country to country stan, and basically, oh my god, somebody is making toast down the stairs and it smells amazing. She basically bought this belt for country to country, like it must have been a good wee while ago, but she ordered the wrong one because obviously they come in like waist sizes, right? So the one that she'd ordered, she was like, oh, it just feels a little bit snug, like from how I want to feel it. So I was like, well, it's coming home with me then. So I can't wear it today, but let me push this down. But that should be like round here. I'll just put it on. Oh, what's the point even putting it through? But anyway, this is it here. So, oh no, it should be around that side. Nice, eh? I've fallen in love right now with the Western themed weddings on TikTok just now. They obviously heard my stance of absolutely renew your vows, affirmate your love, whatever you want to call it. And it's like wedding guests but make it Western, and it's like girls wearing these beautiful big like silk dresses, but then they put on a big belt like that and it just instantly looks cool as shit. Oh, I'm very low on battery, but let me quickly show you my chilli. Hell yes, that looks amazing. So that's what we're having for dinner tonight. And I'm going to get some rice. I'm going to get some nachos. Well, just tortilla. And I think I'm going to get some sour cream and guacamole as well. See if the kids are going to eat it and hope for the best. Oh my god, has anybody else had any problems with their phone, by the way? Because this is a new phone and now it's just not charging. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, this really... And the annoying thing was yesterday I plugged in, so we've got the wee Instax, like, or Insta 360, so it's basically it plugs into your phone and then it MagSafes itself like, onto the back of your phone. And I plugged it in, I've never had any problems with it. And then yesterday all it kept saying was iPhone not compatible. I'm literally meant to be going out in like 5 minutes. Oh, this is when I get that overwhelming anger feeling where I could honestly bounce that off of a wall right now. Like the overwhelming urge to just throw it. Like, I'm not being funny, see if your phone doesn't charge. What the fuck are you meant to do? And this was the only thing that was charging my phone. The only thing, and it's a pure ancient laptop charger. And now even this isn't working. Hi guys, I'm just about to head out to get my hair done, but I thought I'd give you a horrible little update from the Wells household. So I'm going to turn the camera around and show you this tree right here. This big girl is
God knows how old, maybe like 30 or 40 years old, right? I actually just don't know. But she's been there forever, right? One of the reasons that I loved our house when we first looked at it, and I love real trees in the garden, right? I actually was gutted because we had another smaller one, and we had to get rid of it when we were landscaping the garden. Unfortunately, the big one is now dead. We had a tree surgeon come out tonight because I've been looking at it for the last 2 months, like hoping that something was going to happen with it, but it just looked like you would have seen there. It looks just a bit scabby, like hardly, maybe only half of it has actually got some leaves on it. The other half just is nothing, like it looks like autumn all the time basically. And I was just worried that like something's going to fall off it, or like one of the big branches will fall down or something. Got a tree surgeon to come out tonight and he just looked at it and was like, yep, that's fully dead, not coming back. Is that a fly? Is that a fly or is that something else? Not coming back. He's like, the roots have obviously been disturbed when the garden was landscaped, and I'm sure he said something like the fact that half of it seemed to die first, it's usually the opposite. So if one half's alive, it's usually the roots on the opposite half, which makes complete sense actually. So it's the same side. Have I misunderstood that? I don't know. I feel like that was a weird way to say it if that's what it means. Basically, like the roots on that side have on the left hand side have all been damaged, and there's nothing you can do about it. So they're coming next week to chop the whole thing down. I'm actually gutted, genuinely so gutted. I think the garden's good. I already feel like the garden's bare. It's going to look so bare once that comes down, but obviously like it needs to, because I'm worried about it. Like I've been watching it the last few weeks hoping like this was in my imagination, but it's definitely not looking right. I don't know anything about trees either, but just the fact that one half of it looks completely different to the other, I don't want that falling down. So yeah, he's just coming out next week. He said he would get us in as soon as he can, and that's it. I was like, what can we do with the root? What can we do with the stump that's left? So I'm going to come up with something. He said he'll cut it down to like a stump, and then obviously straight away I'm like, right, maybe we could put something on it. Maybe we could make like something nice, so it's not like just a big ugly stump. I feel like it's very haunting to have like her remains just sitting there. Anyway, very sad. So this will be the last time you see her. There she is. Genuinely gutted about that. Anyway, I'm going to get my own roots done now. I'm going to get my roots done. I feel bad, I feel like I'm rubbing it in now. Look at me, it's my live roots. I could not get my thoughts together. Do you ever get when you're in the house, especially if you're in the house with the kids, there's so many noises. There's so many noises happening at the one time that I cannot get my thoughts together. So I was talking to you and I could hear the shower, from Marcus being in the shower, I could hear Oliver singing. Andy was sorting screws, and I could hear all these different things, and I cannot get my thoughts together. Yeah, I'm going to go get my hair done because my roots, they don't actually look so bad, and I actually did put a little root touch up in my hair the other day. So see the little pot that you get, I did do that, and I really hope that's not a bad thing. I'm going to ask Sarah if that's actually okay to put that in, because I think it is a... Oh, fuck! Oh, no! We're not having a good day, guys.
God, my legs have went to sleep. I'm back from the fort. Got these are the best one, guys, by the way. Eilidh's own. They're so salty. But I'm back from the fort, so I got the bits that I needed to go up for. I'll shove you back here. And let me show you my really interesting. Can this sit up anymore, or like does it need to actually sit? You're gonna stay. You're gonna stay. So my really mature purchase. It's not my favourite, but it's the only one I could find. Are you ready? That is for flattening down chicken, because I cannot stand a big thick breast. It's disgusting. You never know if it's cooked. So I got this because I did try and do it with a rolling pin in mind and it never ever worked. So I got myself a meat tenderizer. I'm not sure what side flattens. Are we thinking the flat side? What does that do? Is that if you want to break it up and put spices in it or something? Who knows? Anyway, very fun. And then Mum actually, she got herself some tank tops from Zara, right? And she didn't like them, so she gave them to me. And when we went in today, they had another colour. It's baby pink. These are so nice, and it was what? It's $11.99 for the tank tops, right? They are such a nice fit on, and they're longer. Like sometimes I feel like all my tops are like crops, and sometimes maybe belly button just. That's literally what it does out my jeans. Hello. And I don't want that. However, here's the last thing that I got, right? And you're either going to love it or you're going to hate it, right? And I don't care if you hate it because I love it. Are you ready? Lizzie McGuire, you are such an outfit repeater. Is this not given early 2000s? And it's actually a really good size. This is from Zara as well. I just love it. I am obsessed. And I don't usually go for things that are silver, but you know, I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Brought the lamp in. Apparently I really like silver because I went for my meat cleaver. But this actually, I was up with my mum, right, and I was saying to her, I was like, does this not make you think of? So when I was in high school, we went to Disneyland Paris, right, with the school. And everybody else, well, I'm assuming everybody else had spent their money, right, but I'd went with money. Mum and Dad had given me money that I could spend there, and obviously had no opportunity to shop. We were in Paris, right? Me being like fucking 14 and probably would have come back with zero things anyway. Anyway, never mind. So on the boat back, they had shops underneath it. And I remember I bought myself a Guess handbag, which was like, it was denim. And then it had a big massive like black flat over the top. And then it had the big massive G, right, for Guess, obviously. And I just loved it. I absolutely loved it. I used it every single day. It actually was my school bag after we had been there. And this just, it gave me all the nostalgic views. So we're bringing the denim back. But I actually think this will be really nice going into autumn. Zara's got loads of nice stuff in just now actually. Mum ordered a pure nice little like raspberry set. So that's going to get delivered within the next couple of days. And yeah, honestly, there was so many nice like stripy jeans, like even just little tops. And then we'd actually went into Marks because I had seen loads of nice stuff from Marks and Spencer's and went in there and none of it was in store, which was really, really annoying because sometimes they look so different online. And we've actually got a couple of things coming up next week that I was like, oh, like a nice new wee top would be good to wear with my jeans, but they never had any. And they also had a pair of heels. I don't know if any of you have seen them, if any of you's got them, but they are like blue, like they're not even baby blue, they're not dark blue, they're just like, actually it's like blue mixed in with a bit of turquoise. Yeah, that's the colour. But basically they are a pointed toe, but they're just slip on, there's nothing at the back, really, really low heel. And I had seen them like weeks ago when we were in, and I said to Mum, I was like, I love them, like they're so nice, like I just don't know where I would wear them. And then I went in today and I found one pair of size 4s. You're welcome if you're a size 4, they're sitting up before waiting for you. Go and get that. Go and get that pair of shoes. But yeah, they were sitting there and they were in the sale, and oh, I just really, really, really wanted them. So I might just check and see if they're online because I really like them. But anyway, I'm going to get myself all tidied up in here. I need to hoover down here. It's the only thing about having flooring. Like it just gets so dusty. But at the same time, I'm like, I'd much rather see it than not. So at least I know that it's done. And I went and got my rice and my guacamole and my sour cream and my chips for... What is wrong with me? I have came back in and I just hit a pure slump. I'm absolutely shattered. like I could shop for hours upon hours, and I could do it every single day. Like I would never ever tire of going shopping, even just going for a look. I literally would never ever tire of it. But sometimes I come back pure drained, and I've come back pure drained today. So I think I'm maybe just needing something proper to eat, which obviously again brings me back to my chili. I've pure raved on about this, and I made Willis try it earlier, and she spat it out. She said it was too spicy. So that's fun. Just as well I picked up a bloody pizza just in case they weren't up for it, which inevitably they are not going to be up. They are not going to be up for it, but we've got a football tournament this weekend, and I think it all kind of depends on how they get off my bag. I think it depends on how they do, obviously, within the games to see how far they get, but we have got that all weekend, and then we've got 1 week left of the school holidays, and then before we know it, the kids are going to be back and normality will be resumed, and no doubt we will be crying, wishing that the holidays were back. It still baffles me why we get them so early and then England are so much later than us. I just don't get it. Like, reduce summer holidays to 4 weeks, give us an extra week in the October week, and give us extra time at Christmas. Like, when the kids are actually overstimulated and need a break. So, if anybody could pass that on to the education board, I'd be super grateful. Thank you so much.
Good morning. How is everyone? I'm going to make myself coffee, right? I've got all the stuff to do it, but I am not fully ready. I've just got like a shower and throw my hair up, so I'll do my makeup with you shortly. But I seen a girl on TikTok. Her name is Jen O. Now, what's her actual? Pure Canny Deal is the name of her thing on TikTok, right? And she does loads of stuff for like days out and like money saving tips and all that kind of stuff, right? And when I was in Lidl there, I was like, I'm so sure that I seen her put something on about getting a free activity as part of your Lidl Plus card, right? So see if you go to Lidl Plus and you go to at the top of it, right? Oh, hold on, tap to copy. If you go to the top, right? We're covering that here. Go to the top and it's a bit that says partner offers. Click on that, right? And then it brings you to this page. And there's a thing here that says 1 free day out with National Activities Network. See if you click on that, you get your own unique code. It then redirects you to their website. You put your code in. So this is obviously all free. You put in your email address, your name, and your code. Confirm the terms and conditions. And I am a human. Yes. Submit. Right? Thank you for registering. We will send you an email with the next steps to claim your free day out. Right? So see in that, there's things for like, what was the one that she said? I think it was at Braehead's. Oh God, I've lost it now. Oh no, there is it. With 1 claim code. So you get 5 entry tickets with 1 claim code, right? And you can, one of the things, there's like 300, I think she said, different activities on it across the UK, but one of them is the Paradise Island Adventure Golf at Braehead. So you get 1 round of 18 holes for free. Sorry, how good is that? So if you wanted to go and have like a whole day out, you could do like the cinema. She's got a thing for getting Meerkat movies, and then you could do your day out for the Paradise Island thing, and then you could go and get yourself something to eat, and you're only then paying for your lunch. Like, these offers are all there to be had. What a great account she has, by the way. I'm actually following her so that I can always know this stuff. So yeah, 3 days out with Lidl, that's the thing. I think you do need to book them in advance, so I don't think I'll be able to do it today, but I thought that was brilliant. Let me see if the emails come through, because apparently it can go to your junk. Let's see. Right. Let me see, is it in my junk? Little rewards, there we go. Thank you for claiming your day out pass. It's been successful. Are you ready to plan your adventure? Click the link below, and right, it says that you can use the same link anytime to choose later. This will reset so you can claim up to 5 single entry tickets until the 14th of September. Once you've claimed 5 entry tickets, your link will expire, but don't forget to check the offers terms, blah blah blah. Right, so claim here it says, so let me just visit the link. Here we go. Accept all. Browse activities, right? So you can then search by area, right? So I'm just going to go Glasgow. Let me see. No, that's far away. Hang on. Glasgow. Go. And then you can put like what you're interested in, like bowling, a boat trip, basketball, castle visit, climbing, dancing, diving, blah 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 blah, golf, kayaking, martial arts. Like there's loads. Pilates. Oh, I might just ditch the kids altogether. Let me see what it says. Oh, there's not one for that. Doesn't matter. Let me go for. Let's go for bowling. Right, Sunderland. That's not handy. Let me have a look here. Let me just go into the map. Glasgow. How'd that untick them? I don't really want to go specifically. I want to just see everything that's there. Right. Right, there we go. Look, so there's the map. If I go into Glasgow, right, there's actually tons. What is this one? No. Are you okay? Right, let's go for. Oops. Paisley. 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 Right, you can do a free swim at the Glen Hill. You can do football at goals, look. There's loads. Right, I'm going to go and try and pick one. I'll come back in a second because I'm overwhelmed. Right. Is this even recording? Oh, it is. Right, I've done it. So I think for the mini golf one, you can only claim one ticket, which is great. Like, that's great. Oh, why is it gone? Why is it gone? Why is it gone? Where's the activity centre? Previously watched. Watch history. There we go. I'm going to just look in the comments. Booked. Got the golf. That's the day ticked off for summer. Means I just need to pay for my wee one. Yeah, that's right. So just double checking. You can use the code 5 times, but I think it's for 5 different activities. Just ask friends and family to claim for you. Yeah. I think it's just one for the mini golf, but I think you can claim 5, maybe 4 others. Don't really know, right? But Charlie's buzzing because I was like, just go and get yourself ready and we'll go and play mini golf together. So he's got to get himself changed. I'm going to make myself a quick coffee, tidy up, get the dog sorted, and then head over there. We can go and play mini golf and get some lunch together because Eilidh's at a dance camp all day. So that'll be good that we can do something, the two of us. Right, let's make a coffee. Do you know what I did get when I was in Lidl? This is what inspired the whole thing, right? The coffee concentrate. So you know the one that I had before, the Nescafe one? This is their own one. It's called the Have a Fiesta Cool Creative Company, and it's the iced coffee concentrate. Just add to milk and ice, vanilla flavour. You could also get this in the caramel as well, but I thought we'll just go for vanilla. I am doing caramel drizzle though, so that's funny. But let's have a wee coffee together. So I'm just doing the little bit of a drizzle in here, like that. And then my ice, which I've already taken out, started melting over here. And fire in my milk. What's in your milk? Do you know what's so funny? I've got an apple tree in the garden and it's actually started producing apples. I think I showed you that maybe the start of the year or something like that on the vlog, but the dogs, like see if one gets pecked off by one of the birds or whatever, the dogs end up eating apples. They're just out there pure crunching down. Like this says it does 16 coffees, right? So you might put in 30 mils. How can I measure that? Oh, I know. I've got this wee measuring cup, that's 100 mils, so let's go for like right, that's probably about 30 mils in there. I like to do a wee cold foam situation. So, oh, do you know what I've got? My, what's that called again? The Aeroccino, the Nespresso Aeroccino. I don't know if I love the smell of that. This is going to be amazing or it's going to be rubbish. So let's just double check. You can come here. You can come here. Right, where is my Aeroccino? Because I seen it the other day. It's at the back of the cupboard, literally. There it is. This thing here, which is going to die in the back of my cupboard. So let's use that. Where's the base one? These corner cupboards are honestly the bane of my life. Like I literally can never get them organised, and a lot of people say get the, what's it called again, like the one that pulls out, you know, like the pulley out corner cupboard shelf thing, but I've never ever got them to do that. Right, this is not the news for us, let's give it a wash. Oh god. Right. Some milk in. Oh, in fact, there's actually a minimum fill line on this. Where is it? Right, I think that's actually fine. So I think if you press and hold it, if I remember rightly, that's what makes it go cold. So yeah, who needs a whizzer when you've got that? It froths your coffee.
It's pretty. The hair is it?
I know, I'll do it in a second.
I show the cinnamon buns.
Oh, I've already shown the cinnamon buns. They're pretty incredible, aren't they?
Yeah. No, they're too good.
I'm going to stop this now because I'm going to put in a wee tiny bit of syrup. I've got any syrup left actually. Oh yeah,
Guess what time it is?
what?
1:11:11.
Oh, do you know what that is? That's a lucky one.
Yep.
11:11, make a wish. Right, hazelnut syrup from M&S, literally the tiniest amounts, I swear. It is so strong. Press and hold. Let that whiz up. Right, there we go. Cold foam. What a fantastic discovery that I had that. Right, I need a straw. I need a straw. Flies everywhere.
That's why something I hate some.
Give it a little mix.
Summer's really good, but also summer's quite bad at points.
Flies.
Yeah.
Right.
What did we do to them? Kill them.
Oh, that's good.
Have a taste?
Mm.
Oh, that got milk in it.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Can I get
Also
some
got coffee in it.
cinnamon
Let's have some cinnamon bun when we come back. Because we're going to go out for some lunch as well.
bun?
Let's go and do your
okay.
hair. Can you
Yeah.
believe that I permed Charlie's hair, right? Literally in the morning, it just looks like massive bedhead. Like there is no curl because his hair's so straight and resistant to the perm. But wait until you see this. I'm going to go and do his hair now, and you'll not realise like the difference that all the curl products make, because it literally goes so curly. But then it just looks a bit wild and messy. Although I love the feeling of it.
Get Mabel's face.
She's yawning.
Mabel's just like
Okay,
that.
well, I'll do these dishes and then we can get on
Mabel's
our way.
like this.
No, straight. Charlie, you look like you stuck your finger in an electric socket. Like this. Right, I'm going to go and get ready with Charlie, and then you can see what his hair looks like when it's all done, because it looks amazing.
The before.
Before.
Hi.
Right, so for Charlie's hair, right, I just soak it all down using one of these spray bottles, right? Soak it, completely soak it, and then I use a wee comb just to kind of get the shape. Right, maybe we'll chase your tail, okay, fine. I get the kind of shape, so the side bits I kind of brush down and then sort of back the way. Mine's easier. And then I do the same with the other side, brush it down.
Mine's a big massive ear.
It's not at all. Like that. And then I've put through some curl like mousse, this one here. It's the flexible curl mousse by Got To Be. And it's like a liquid, so I'll maybe need another little scoop of that. And the good thing with this one is it doesn't dry crispy. It still feels quite flexible.
I like when it dries crispy.
Do you?
Yeah.
Well, sometimes I make it a wee bit more crispy if you've got hairspray in.
Yeah.
But this is good for getting it to dry the way that I want it to dry. Like, just do a little scrunch. So come forward with you on it. Like,
Scrunch.
bend. See?
Bend.
Like, no, not fully, just like headlock. Right, so like that. And then I give it like a little pat with my hand, like this. Sorry.
Your cold hands.
And my hands are cold. It's because I've been washing dishes.
Yay, washing dishes sounds fun.
Yeah, sounds really fun. Right, so that's what I do, like that, like with my hand like this. I kind of go in towards his scalp and then push the curls back. So look now, look how much more curly that is. Look. So this is the curl that we're dealing with. And then I use the diffuser.
Yeah, when you use the diffuser, it gets sore, but it gets better.
Sore? What do you mean? Oh, 'cause if it goes
It's
too hot.
burny. It's like this. It's like it literally feels like fire.
Well, that's not good, so we should have it on the lower one if that's the case. But I leave it like that, and then I get him to tip his head forward, put it in the diffuser, which came with my Dyson. So, that Dyson, and then it's this big diffuser here. So just need to click them together. Like that, and I just get him to literally make his hair fall into this, and then I try and keep it on the low one. I mean, he's saying it's burny, but that's only if it's ever on like level 3. So I'll show you what it's like when we're done. And there he is, all sorted. How good does that look?
On the side and look on the back, it's kind of like a mullet a wee bit.
Yeah.
I quite like that.
We're going to get you a fresh trim for going back to school though, but I'm going to redo the perm as well. I think I'll redo the perm before they cut it though. I think that's the best way to do it. But I think that looks really good. What do you reckon? Pleased with it?
Yep.
Your hair looks really light on this camera. So curly.
Now the next bit will be mini golf. See.
Right, and for me today, makeup wise, let's stop that because you're going to end up seasick. I'm going to actually use a few random products because I put away my main. I put away my main makeup bag, and do you know what? It kind of forced me to try some stuff that I've not really been using as much recently, just because you know that way you kind of get your main stuff in your makeup bag, and then you go, right, okay, that's what I'm doing, that's what I've been using, and you just quickly grab them, but doing this kind of makes me learn to love or learn to use some of the products that I've not used in a while. So this wee bag's got a few bits in it, and I forgot how much I like this. See the Merit foundation stick? I've got mine in the shade Camel. So this looks like a big concealer stick, which I actually do take it right under my eyes as well. It's very thick, but it's brilliant. See if you use like a really moisturising base, something like that, like the Hada Labo moisturiser, stick some of this on, literally just draw it on your face like this. Quite good for it if you're in a rush. But you can really make this as light or as like medium or heavy coverage as you want. You just build it up. So I'm just going to do it all over. And then using their little brush as well. It's quite a tight stipple type of brush. Do you remember we used to always put on our makeup with our hands? Like, I remember the idea of a foundation brush at the time, the flat ones. It was like, oh my god, I can't believe that I'm using a foundation brush. It just shows you how fast makeup has progressed in like the last, what, 20 years. Because I think I was maybe about 13 when I got a foundation brush, and I was like, oh my god, I have a foundation brush. Like, I honestly felt like I'd seriously leveled up. And then obviously we didn't wash them or anything like that, which was disgusting. But this wee brush is good because it's quite tight, so I find it really moves the product around quite well. It's just good for getting a really good base, but I take it right under my eyes as well. Also guys, if you've noticed this, right, I don't know if you can see there now, see there, I thought I had a sty in my eye and under there on my lash line, right, and I was like, why is that not going anywhere? Can you see it? There, I've got like a little white pimple right on my lash line, and I've had it for ages now, and I really should go to the opticians and ask them why I've not got that. I was using the golden eye stuff, I was using loads of things to try and see if it was maybe, you know, like a wee sty, because sometimes I'm prone to them. See if I'm run down, or if I've not got enough sleep, or I've been doing too much, or just feeling a bit burnt out, I will get a sty in the exact same way that someone will get a cold sore. A sty will happen in my eye for me. But anyway, it's not going away, and that's been ages, and no one's actually mentioned it to me. Like, even Fraser's not said like, what is that in your eye, because I think everyone thinks it's a sty, but it's been there for ages and it's rock solid. I actually thought, oh, if it's a sty, like, you'll feel it, but like, even when I do that, I'm like, that is literally rock solid. It's like a wee bead, so I need to get that looked at. And then also, I'm like, I've got a lump in this eye as well. Can you see it? Oh god, it's actually really bad, look. I've never really had issues. Well, I say that last year I did. Remember I had that whole issue with my eye being like Hunchback of Notre Dame. But apart from that, and getting the odd sty now and then, and similar, then can you please let me know, because I'm starting to get a little bit worried about it now. I'll see what they say today, because I really should just go and get it seen to. Okay, base done. I'm going to go with a little bit of cream bronzer. I'll use the MAC Multi Sculpt. Oh, I hate when it does this because it makes me feel seasick. I'll use a little bit of the MAC Multi Sculpt. This one's like for most things. You can do a little bit on your eyebrow bone for a wee bit of shadow. You need to move quickly with this though, because I feel like it dries down quite quickly. Good for carving out your nose though, so if you like to do quite a good nose contour. And right under the chin. I'm just going to use that same brush, but I'm going to use some of the Saatchi Lockstep setting spray, because it's quite a wet one and it just helps to move it about a wee bit easier. But it blends so nicely. Okay, I'm ready. I look weird colour wise in this camera. Oh my god. Very washed out actually. But I'm just going to go.
Your Instagram carousel
Oh!
can get you
Oh!
not using that.
Oh! Sorry about that. I was actually just laughing there because Jelly just put on a TikTok and it says like, Guys, if you're putting all those captions on your Instagram carousel, you know the new update on Instagram where you can put a caption for every single picture rather than just a general caption. She's like, I'm not reading all of them. Same. I'm not reading all of them either. A bit of Sarah perfume before I leave. Golden Decade. Ops. Love it. I actually got, it's my mum's birthday today, and I got her the Fashionably London. Oh my god, it is incredible. She said she was going a bit noseblind to her perfume, and I was like, Mum, try the ones from Zara. Like, I really love them. I feel like they're some of my most complimented fragrances I wear are my Zara ones. I gave her 4 because she didn't eat much. Ah, okay, sorry. Jack's just talking about his Orchid Mantis. Yeah, sorry, what was I even saying there? Zara perfume, so good. I've tried a couple of the new ones, like in the shop, like smelled them, the Cocoa Blush or something it's called. Not massively into it, if I'm being completely honest. Like, I'm not a massive fan. But I do think sometimes with Zara perfumes, they don't smell the same way that they do once they've actually sat on your skin. So once they kind of like warm up to you, they just need to get to know you a wee bit. So maybe I'd feel differently if I actually had it on for a while. Anyway, what I was going to show you was my new favourite lip liners. Where are they? Where did I sit them? No, because I actually hate myself, right? I swear, I lift things and I throw them down and then I don't know where I put them. Oh, they're hiding behind here. I'm the worst for misplacing things. It's literally a characteristic of myself. If I had to do a system update, that's what I would change. I'd be like, right, can we just make sure that we can remember where we put things in a safe place, because it's annoying. Anyway, lip colour today. I'll come over to the window so you can actually see properly, right? But lip colour is a combination of these two. These are the Laka liquid, they're not liquid, talking rubbish. The Laka, L-A-K-A, Laka lip liners. These are like a crayon, but once you put them on, they're kiss proof, they're smudge proof. They are basically a lip stain, but in a crayon formula. So I've got this one, which is Rosy Talk number 4, all over, and then I've quickly, before that set, smudged it in Espresso Temper, which is number 7. And I think it looks really good. These are so lovely. I actually just put them on my TikTok there because I've also got a number 2 colour as well, which is a more cool toned pink. If you're into that, if you like cooler makeup, then really nice. But I think it looks gorgeous. I'm going to show you in the actual mirror because sometimes I think that's a bit more telling. Right, look. Why is it so dusty? How nice is that? It's such a nice lip colour. So yeah, I'm going to golf. Wish me luck. I'll get my putting on fleek. What am I even talking about? These are coming with us though, so let's go to Paradise Island. What an offer that is. How could you ever say no to that? An offer you can't refuse. A trip to Paradise Island. Right, we're here. Traffic was an absolute nightmare getting here, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was so busy. But anyway, we're here now. It looks like it's quite busy here. Everyone's got the same wet play day idea, I think. So we'll see how we get on getting booked in. Hopefully it'll be fine, eh?
There's a challenge. Whoever loses has to do a forfeit.
Want to tell what the forfeit was?
So Molly's is she has to put her jumper like over her head, and then she has to
And do the chicken dance?
Yeah, for 5 seconds.
And what's your forfeit?
My forfeit is I have to go up to a member of staff and say like the worst joke ever.
What's your joke going to be?
Is your fridge running? They better go catch it.
The Grinch style. Right, so I'm holding this to it. That's what we're going to do. It is absolutely hammering it down with rain. Oh right, okay, we need to run. Hold on.
You can still get it in.
Yeah, we're in. I just had to show that code on my phone and we got our round for free. How good is this? I've actually been surprisingly quite good. Sure I have, Charlie? 4 twos in a row. And I got a hole in one.
Yeah.
Can't forget the hole in one. There's a big group of kids that are playing behind us, so we just skipped one of the holes so that we can go back to it, but that's us so far. Oh, the parrot, is it making noises? You can do it. Oh, you get robbed. Absolutely robbed. I like the stance. Woohoo! 3. I'll mark you up. 3.
Oh no, 4.
Right. It's my turn. Wait, where am I aiming for then? That wall?
You can either aim for this and try and get red spots into there, or
Oh, over there next to there. Okay. Oh. Here, broski, you're on the camera. You can film me.
Guys, I'm on the camera. This is Charlie videoing. I might have dodgy videoing, but... Huh? Nothing, I'm not saying anything. She's gonna miss. Told you.
The pressure of the camera.
I told you. But she's gonna get this in. I told you. No, I predicted that. I said on there, I said she's gonna miss, and then you missed. I said no, she's gonna get this one in. You got it in.
See, you need my lucky charm. 3.
That's the worst score you've got, and it's crazy. The worst score I've gotten is 5, wasn't it? 4.
Yeah, 4.
But it's just you really consistent.
Hi guys, it's the day after. I never filmed in the hairdressers last night because I always find it's a bit weird. It's always a bit awkward. But my hair's all done. It's actually super straight and shiny just now, which I love. But it's a horrible rainy day, so I don't want to get it ruined, so it's up just now. It's also cut. I want to show you before the end of the vlog how it looks, because I'm really happy with it. But today I've been editing all morning to go and get stuff for the... Oh, did I forget the thing that I went for? Absolutely I did. It doesn't matter, it's fine. I went to get a measuring tape. I didn't bring it, but it's fine. It's fine. I don't actually need it. My mum planted that seed in my head and I didn't need it. I'm going to go and look at beds for Marcus, because the way our loft is, like obviously it has an arch, right, where the roof is. But there's a, like the straight bit, the actual straight wall only comes up 90 centimetres before it then starts to slant. So actually, if we're putting Marcus's bed against that wall where the plan is, then like the plan is to put his bed against that wall and not in the main arch, because there's a chimney breast there, so he loses space. If I put it against that wall, then I need to find a bed that's under like it's 95. So I think I need to find a bed that's under like 90 just to be on the safe side, which is very hard. All the beds are like minimum 100 centimetres for the headboard height, and I don't want to get a separate headboard and a bed. I want to get them all together, so it's very hard. I found one in DFS, so we're going to go and look at it. I do want to get a blue bed for him, right? Which is something my mum would always tell me not to do, because if you want to change the colour scheme down the line or whatever, but just I think Marcus will always be able to make a blue bed work. But I don't want it like royal blue, and I don't want it blue. Do you know what I mean? I don't want it like a true blue colour. I want it like a blue grey. And I'm pretty sure this bed is not blue grey, but I can't tell because I hate when these places use like AI to show you the colour of things. So I can tell that that's not a real picture, but they've made it blue, and then they've made it grey, and then they've made it dark grey, and then they've made it cream, and I'm like, that's not the real colour. So we have to go and see it in person. I meant to get the wallpaper. Jesus Christ. I'm going to go back and get it. Anyway, Marcus and Oliver are coming with me. Julia's tagging along. And yeah, we're going to do that. And I hope I've not been covering this mic the whole time. Yeah, I'm going to go and do that. And then I need to go and pick a carpet also for Marcus's room. I'm also ravenous today. I can't explain how hungry I am. I've genuinely had like at least a week's calorie allowance this morning. I don't get it. I took an antihistamine as well because I'm getting really bad cramp. It's all the way down my legs again. What's happened to me? I feel like it's been ever since I got the iron infusion. I don't think it's related, but ever since I got the iron infusion, my periods have been so painful. Sweatpants are all that fits me right now. Like I couldn't bear to put jeans on. My stomach is sore, it's swollen. and like tender, like I'm protecting it like a child. Anyway, let's go. Actually, look at my car. This is, oh, the dust. Yeah. No, look at the dust in the car. Do you know why?
Why?
Because, no, that's because they were drilling and
Oh, okay.
working on the thing this morning.
Yeah, the
Look.
guy was
And they had the window open.
And he was using the drill and all the bits of wood. Are you gonna get a caramel?
I think we'll need to.
Yes!
Right, team, let's go. Marcus in his full football boots. Studded football boots. I really don't know. I told them not to, but here we are. Oh, thanks, Jules. This makes me want a new couch. Bit like Bobby. Oh, there's nice tables in here. That is gorgeous.
This place makes me dizzy.
Does it? Is it the lights? That's a lovely wee table.
Dizzy when I see lights like this. I get really dizzy.
How nice is this, by the way? I'm not looking for a table and not a round table, but we are.
Oh
So it does.
This makes me want to. Mom, this makes me.
That actually does look like you, Julia.
What's me with my glasses?
Right, look at me and do the same face. It's the same. How did that happen?
Maybe like Julia so much they took a photo.
Maybe.
Maybe it is Julia. They could be making me because if you didn't know, I was in a book once.
Were you? Oh, so you were?
Yeah, magazine. Was she in a magazine before?
Yeah. Right, this is the bed, Marcus, that we were looking at for you. With the very, very,
90 feet.
very low. No, it's not 90 feet, very low headboard. You can see it's very low.
Grow. Marcus.
I mean, it's really not my favourite bed, but we're very limited for options.
Mom, doesn't every bed lift up?
No?
Every bed does.
No, it doesn't. Only an ottoman bed.
Because I found the trophy. Marcus, this
Fun
bed
fact,
is
I
so
always thought
comfortable.
ottoman was spelt like autumn because autumn hasn't n. I always thought that was autumn.
This one lifts up.
And I couldn't work out the first time I seen it written down. I was like, what's ottoman? Yeah, it's really not my favourite bed, if I'm honest. I feel like it looks quite cheap. Which, I mean, it's not an expensive bed, but it's not cheap either. There's definitely cheaper ones online that look a lot nicer. Like the dusk beds, I love them, but they're too, the headboards are too high. So, I don't know. I just think it could be a bit flimsy. I think if I was to get it, it would be that colour as well, and it's... I think we're going to veto this one. Apparently this is the comfiest bed, the comfiest mattress. Me and Andy actually were talking about getting a new mattress. Right, let me lie on it.
The next time we have a sleepover. Can I
Move
have the
over.
mattress for my new room?
You will need a mattress in your room, yeah? I told
Yeah,
you.
can I have this one?
Oh my god.
Are we getting this one?
Guys, just give me 10 minutes, okay? Right, guys, let's tell a bedtime story. Ow!
Wake you up. Okay.
This is like...
Once upon a time,
This
there was
is
a
absolute
big giant that slept
heaven.
on a bed. The end. Go to sleep.
This is heaven on earth. This is the details of the bed, right? Okay, we're back home. I'm now just sitting editing. Look what Marcus got from Amazon. This is
Michael
Funko
Jackson.
Pop Smooth Criminal Michael Jackson. So Marcus's room is going to be
I love it.
it's going to be a football Michael Jackson theme, isn't it? Basically all the things that you like. So there's going to be bits of mostly football, but we want to have wee like Michael Jackson bits in it. So let me see him. See, the good thing about these is you can actually like you can collect loads of different Michael Jackson ones in all the different outfits. So we saw Thriller. They had the Bad era.
Dirty Diana.
There's loads. So
Man in the Mirror.
was there?
Yeah.
There's loads of different Michael Jacksons, so you can collect them all. And yeah, that's stuff to go, something to go on your wee shelf. Ow! Watch my toe, watch my toe. Can you go and put them back in the box? It needs to be in the box. Okay. Yeah, so the plan is Monday we're going to start with the wallpapering. I can't remember if I showed you that. I think I did. We're going to do the wallpapering, and then we are going to
Mum,
paint and everything.
This?
What?
He has the wee glove on.
Yeah, of course he does. Yeah, we're going to do the wallpapering, the painting on Monday, and then hopefully get the carpet in for the end of the week. And then I actually have messaged Discounted Beds and Furniture, which is the one. I actually got these chairs from them, these bar stools. They made to order beds and sofas. And we were actually going to get a sofa from them last year or the year before. It just didn't end up working out with timescales for the fabric that I wanted. They never had it in stock, so I ended up, we got one off Marketplace, like spontaneously. But they make beds, so I've just messaged the girl now, and she said it's about a week to make. So I'm like, that could actually work out perfect, because I'm just not finding any beds that are the right height. So yeah, I'm going to hopefully get that confirmed tonight, and then the bed will be ordered. I've just got the deadline in my head of the kids going back to school, so I'm like, I just want to have Marcus up the stairs for them. Back in. She's so funny. She has to go and get my gift whenever he comes in, so she'll like run up to the door and then she runs back. There's Dad.
Sorry, darling, I didn't realise that you jumped up there to see me.
You're getting a beef stick. Stinking big bit of beef tail.
She's had it for ages though.
She has.
I don't smell it.
You can smell it off her breath. It's absolutely stinking. Okay, update from the mini golf, right? We had the absolute best time ever, me and Charlie. It was so funny, right? So we did our wee, two messages. We had our, what would we call it, our forfeit, and obviously I lost, right? I was doing really well in the first part, but then I wasn't so good in the last part, because Charlie wanted to do the forfeit. So we did the forfeit. Will I show you? Because he was like that, we need video evidence, we need to show this to Daddy, right? He had me pull my jumper up over my head and do the chicken dance, which I obliged. This is it here. This is me, embarrassing myself in public. What the hell? But he was cutting himself. He thought it was so funny. So we did that, then we went for a wee Nando's afterwards, and he got the, do you know, normally I would be like, right, just get something off the adult menu, right? But it was the Nandini menu came down, and I was thinking, it's lunchtime, I don't know what we're doing later on, he's got football and stuff like that, so just get that one, just get the wee burger and the kids one. It was perfect. It was actually perfect. See, usually they don't eat a full Nando's anyway, so I'm like, why are we not doing that? Well, they still can. So he got a wee burger, I got the butterfly chicken, I got some rice, he had some of my rice because it gives you like a big thing of rice. And then afterwards we went to the arcade bit, and he was playing on the simulator, and then we were doing the Jurassic World thing, you know, when you sit inside the wee kind of like unit, whatever that is. And we were playing against the velociraptors and all that, and I got killed by a triceratops. So this was him in the Godzilla VR. He actually loved it. So I took out like £10 or something like that from the cash thing, and then I think that was £3 for that one. But he loved it. It was so good. The only thing is, see those head things, someone's adjusted them so that that one would fit like a really, really small child, as in like age 2 or 3. And then the other one is for an adult and it's too baggy. So he was like, you'll need to hold that for me. So I literally stood the whole time like that, holding it on his face while he was like shooting all the Godzilla, whatever the other things were there, and all the big planes and stuff like that. But he loved it. And then we tried to win a toy, but whenever we were unsuccessful, it was actually quite funny because there was 2 of the claw machines next to each other, and there was a wee guy beside us, and he was just firing in pound coins going, this is such a trap, but he just kept doing it. And that way I'm going like, save your money and just go over to Primark Home and get yourself a Disney teddy for £5. Like, I actually said those words. I was like, baby, why don't you just save the rest of that and go over and get a teddy? But obviously it's the whole thrill of the chase, isn't it? So it's not about what it is, it's the feeling of knowing that you won it. So yeah, we did that in the, what's it called, the fun zone. and then we played a couple of games of air hockey, and then we come up the road, and it was actually the best day ever. But see, that little thing, when I went to the front desk, I was like, oh, I've got a voucher, can I use it? And he was like, oh, the guy in the desk was like, what one is it? I said, it's that one there. Like, I had the screenshot. I said, it's just a little one. And he was like, yeah, that's fine, and just like, got 2 clubs and went in. So it was brilliant. Definitely do that, by the way, because it's not very often you get something for nothing, and it was actually a good deal just to go there. And then really all I did was pay the Nando's in the arcade. It was great. What should have been probably like a £50 day out turned into a £30 day out. So it was great. And I think the other thing is as well, see if you go to the mini golf, you can actually use, or wait, is it the other way around? If you go to the cinema, that's what it is. If you go to the cinema, there's a big thing at the mini golf, and it says if you have your cinema ticket, you get 40% off your mini golf. I think it's just to try and get you to do more things in the centre, because you could really just spend the full day there. Say between like the clip and climb, and then the big slide, and then going out for food, cinema, the arcade, the mini golf. There's obviously the trampoline park there as well. And then what was the other thing I seen that was coming? Is it a gymnastics academy? I think that's more like an actual gymnastics school. I don't think it's something you can just book into, but there's definitely more stuff coming there. I hope it's successful, because that place has changed hands about 20 million times. It was a really good wee day. So if you're looking for something to do this weekend, then check out that little thing. There was more than just the mini golf, there was other things, but I really couldn't be bothered looking for anything else. Quite a hard system to work, because I was trying to zoom in on that map earlier on, remember, to see what there was. And I thought, you know what, just do the mini golf thing, why even looking for anything else? But there was, what was the other one I seen? Goals, you know, the football place. You can get that on it as well. So if you're looking to take like a group of boys or whatever, girls obviously, then you can book the Goals outdoor astro pitches with that voucher as well, which is decent. So if you've got any other tips like that, by the way, definitely leave them in the comments of this, because people love that kind of stuff. It's good to share it. It's never like well publicised. It's not like you're walking into Lidl and there's a big sign up about it. It's just kind of like one of those hidden things. But anyway, I hope everyone has a good weekend. I'm going to sign off for now, go and see my mum for her birthday, take in some candles, because Dad's got a cake but forgot the candles. I think he said he couldn't find any anywhere, but that's just guys in shops, isn't it? Really. I thought I had candles. Almost certain that I do in that drawer over there, so I'm going to check first before we go. But the other thing I'm on the hunt for this weekend, not that we actually need it, I just more want to see if I can find it. Apparently in Home Bargains, they're doing the small, you know, the travel size case of the Sol de Janeiro. You get the small spray, and then like the small body butter, and then what's the other thing? The body wash. And I think it's £30 for the wee case of them. Usually individually, I think they're 10. I don't even know if they sell them in that size actually. They're £10 each. But see, the small sprays, they would usually be a tenner. They're in Home Bargains for £2. How good is that? So I was thinking if I could get one of them to put in the wee Space NK bag, it would be a good wee replacement for my flour that's nearly done. And I really want the pistachio one. I think is it 67? If I've said 67 and any kids around, they're definitely doing that. 67. Anyway, have a good weekend. If you manage to find the Sol de Janeiro in your local Home Bargains, then you're the winner, and we'll catch you next week.